Welcome back to Savage Showdowns. This week we will be returning to the battle arena. This week in the battle arena, we will have a gray wolf pack facing off against a Ceratosaurus. But who wins? Watch to find out. But first, if you like this content, please give it a like and consider subscribing. It's free and it really helps the channel out. First up, let's take a look at the Ceratosaurus. Size. Ceratosaurus could grow to impressive lengths of 25 feet long and stand 6.5 feet tall. It could weigh anywhere between 1.5 to 2 tons, making it an impressive dinosaur to say the least. Strength. The bite force of Ceratosaurus ranges between 2,400 and 6,000 newtons, depending on the part of the skull where the bite was measured, with it being stronger further back. Speed. While estimates vary a bit, most estimates put the speed of Ceratosaurus around 25 to 30 miles per hour. Stealth. As an extinct animal, it is impossible to know for sure how stealthy Ceratosaurus was, but most paleontologists believe it was pretty stealthy, being able to stalk close to prey before sprinting to close that distance and bite. Weapons and armor. For weapons, the Ceratosaurus had 9.3 centimeter long teeth backed by its impressive bite force. These teeth were so long they almost stuck out of its mouth when its jaw was closed. It also had its size, a factor in this bite specifically, and a single bony horn on its nose. The exact function of this horn is debated, ranging from attacking to the more widely accepted being used for mating displays. In terms of armor, the Ceratosaurus had a durable skeleton, a thick hide with bony osteoderms along the back. These would help limit the effectiveness of both blunt force trauma and bites or slashes. It may have also had some feathers as theropods, as some other theropods do, which may have offered a small degree of protection, though it is not believed to have had any feathers. So, how do gray wolves stack up? Size. Gray wolves are roughly 4.5 to 6 feet long and weigh anywhere from 60 to 175 pounds, making them twice the size of coyotes. And for this showdown, our pack size will be 8 wolves, with about 4 being 150 pounds and the other 4 being 175 pounds. Strength. Gray wolves have an impressive bite force of roughly 1,200 psi or 593 newtons, the strongest bite force of any living canine. In addition, gray wolves have strength and teamwork, with packs being able to take down animals that outweigh them as a group. They are incredibly intelligent animals with social behavior and pack hunting tactics. Speed. Wolves can reach speeds of 38 miles per hour for short bursts. However, they are better known for their stamina, which allows them to run in the 20 mile per hour range for extended periods of time. Stealth. While wolves can be stealthy, especially when hunting smaller prey, they rely more heavily on their teamwork and endurance when hunting larger prey, giving them a relatively low stealth score. Weapons and armor. The weapons of a gray wolf consist of 2.5-inch long canines coupled with their bite force. However, their greatest weapon is their coordinated teamwork while hunting, which allows them to take down prey many times their size, minimize injury, and defend themselves and their pack. For armor, gray wolves have thick fur and a dense skeleton, particularly their skull, which will work both to minimize the damage caused if they get kicked by hoofed prey or attacked by other predators. But who wins? Let's find out. Our arena for this fight will be a forest similar to those found in North America, where the wolves normally hunt. Our wolf pack is at their den. A new litter of puppies has recently been born, and the pack is excited. The proud parents watch as their children begin to interact, since the pups can just now walk. Nearby, our Ceratosaurus hears the commotion and begins to move closer to investigate the strange noises it is hearing. It begins to stalk closer and notices the puppies, and begins to circle in the woods, preparing to look for an opening to grab one. One puppy is beginning to wander too far, and the dinosaur decides to target that one. The puppy gets close enough that the Ceratosaurus prepares to charge, hoping to make a quick work of it and run. However, the ever-watchful parents notice the large theropod and signal to the pack, and they rush over moments before the carnivore was to attack. They manage to grab the puppy and herd the rest of them into the den for safety. But they need to address the prehistoric threat before it continues to hunt the puppies. The wolves begin growling and barking at the dinosaur, who roars in response. The wolves begin to encircle the dinosaur, who pivots, but is unsure of what wolf to face. A few wolves begin running in and grabbing the dinosaur's legs and ankles, biting and whipping their heads and tearing. The dinosaur roars in retaliation and attempts to spin and bite one of the wolves, who all are able to release and flee to a safe distance. The Ceratosaurus charges at a wolf who, despite being only slightly faster, is able to avoid the attack. Then, one of the puppies barks, and the Ceratosaurus looks that way. The mother's instincts take over, and she puts herself between the predator and her puppies. The Ceratosaurus charges, and despite the other wolves attacking its legs, it reaches the mother, and despite her attempt to dodge, she fails and is able to clamp her jaws down on her. The powerful bite force and the destructive teeth make the first bite a fatal one, and the mother is dropped to the ground in a pool of her own blood. The other wolves the entire time have been tearing into the theropod, even going as far as to jump at the tail, upper leg, and even a little bit at the underbelly. The dinosaur's legs, tail, and underbelly are covered in bite marks, and it is bleeding a lot. However, the next time a wolf runs at it, whether by design or by chance, the Ceratosaurus spins and brings its foot down on top of the wolf. The weight of this beast crushes the wolf's spine and ribcage, though not killing it instantly. However, the Ceratosaurus kindly shows mercy and kills the wolf with its jaws. The wolves want this fight to be over. In a real hunt, they would have abandoned this fight long ago, but with their puppies in danger, they will continue to fight to protect them. One of the wolves runs and grabs the Ceratosaurus's arms, biting down hard and fracturing the bone. The dinosaur shakes off its attacker before charging another nearby wolf and managing to land a bite again, flinging this wolf into a nearby tree, killing it. Both sides are starting to feel the strain of this fight. While the wolves have better stamina, they are down 3 pack members and are being a little careless because they are worried about their puppies. The Ceratosaurus is tired from the longer fight and the blood pouring out of its body. One of the puppies foolishly walks out of the den, bothered by the insects and blood-sucking parasites that reside in the air, and the Ceratosaurus spots the puppy first, charging and grabbing it, eating it in one bite. As it does this, one of the wolves bites the next, attempting to dissuade it as another approaches to perform the same maneuver from the other side. The severe pain causes the dinosaur to shake its head, and by sheer chance, its horn stabs the other wolf before launching it 15 feet away, where it lands and does not move. The Ceratosaurus is now struggling from severe blood loss as the wolves begin to weigh it down. The 4 remaining wolves charge, and the Ceratosaurus spins to attack one of them, who expertly dodges, then spins again and hits one of the wolves with its tail, while biting down on another. The wolf in its mouth dies, much like the first one did, and was the one who was hit with the tail, though this was by accident, is launched into a tree, breaking a rib or two, but managing to get up. The last 2 wolves both managed to grab onto the dinosaur's throat as it bites down on their pack member, and one was lucky enough to land near the jugular. Blood sprays everywhere as the large predator falls and dies, this final squirt of blood finishing off the already heavily bled Ceratosaurus. The wolf pack wins. The wolf pack won, but not without losing 5 members and a puppy, and having an injured 6th member. However, their teamwork and history of hunting larger prey gave them the edge they needed. A wolf pack of 8 would rarely confront a bison, which is also around 2,000 pounds, with packs of usually in the 10 to 13 range occasionally hunting those Goliaths. In this case, the wolves had no choice and were forced to fight, resulting in heavy losses but an ultimate victory, likely what would happen if a similar-sized pack hunted a bison to the death. I will also say that the Ceratosaurus likely would have fled before its death, and the wolves may have abandoned their pups. But neither one of these was an option in this fight given the nature of this channel, leading to a gray wolf pack victory. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Feel free to suggest any future fights. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next Savage Showdown.